Back, everybody. Where are we? We're at the college website, netc.edu. What do we want to do next? We want to go to the library. So in the drop-down box here, want to set it for the library. We go to the library landing page. Then the next thing I want to do is scroll down. Please note, if you ever have any problems with the library web pages, please contact library staff, especially the head librarian, Mr. Ron Stafford. I'm happy to help take a look at resources. If you want to kick some ideas around, that's great. But if there's a problem navigating or anything like that, I can't go in here and tinker with the HTML coding or anything like that. So please be aware of that. Okay, so I want to jump in, take a look at some ebooks, some books. So here, then I want to go to ebooks at Ebsco. And we're going to wait for the connection. There we go. So say, for example, you want to do research, right? It could be on different things. So we'll kind of look here, and one search with poetry, another search with short fiction. So say, for example, that you thought the short story, The Yellow Wallpaper, was really cool. So we're going to go in here and we're going to start to type it. And look, wow, this is what I love about these databases. It's going in and, right, it's already giving us some clues. So say, for example, we want to write about the symbolism in the yellow wallpaper. See, we're saving time, saving time. So we've got that, and we're going to search. Then we can go down, take a look at the titles, right? There's titles. You'll notice here that it's giving us the author's names, where it was published, when it was published. What are we building here? Right, we're finding out about the credentials, bibliography information, right? All of this stuff is right out here in the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to click a link, right? So this is an ebook. This is an entire book. This is one of the things that I love about using the library resources. We can take a look here to the left. We can, if we want to, we could click and get a PDF of the full text. I don't want to do that because that might take some time, right? I could download the book. That would take some time, but it's right there for you. Okay, this is something that's really, really helpful. Let me show everybody a tip here. I'm just going to jump down to the table of contents. Then I'm going to click on index, because personally, when I am doing research, I really don't want to waste time. Either want to take a look at the table of contents, which is what we're doing, or I want to take a look at the index so that I can see where the work I am interested in researching is found. So let's see if it's going to find it for me. There we go. We were patient. I didn't cuss. So there we go. So now we've landed at the index. So these are all the different subjects that were touched upon, discussed in the book. So I want to find where it's going to talk about the yellow wallpaper. And that's going to be where the author's name is mentioned. And then all the works that are discussed by the author are going to be found after her name. So Charlotte Perkins Gilman. Right, so this is where it's going through and discussing all the different works. I want to scroll through, boom, and there we see the yellow wallpaper. Do y'all see it right there, guys? Yeah, so this is where we see it discussed. You'll notice that some of these entries are just single pages. It's probably just going to tap, 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 name drop there. And then what do we see here? 20 pages of discussion. That looks good, right? Then 3 pages here, 2 pages here, 2 pages here, 3 pages there. That's where I would want to go in and do my looking for discussion of the yellow wallpaper. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I love these databases. So now what I want to do is, remember, I have to build my works cited page. So what did I click on? I clicked on Cite. Then I want to scroll down to where it's going to have MLA. So there we go. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to copy it to my clipboard. I got Word open, and I'm going to drop it into MS Word. Why am I doing this? Because I'm going to need this on down the road to build my works cited page. If you don't do this, right, in-text citations are just half of what you need. You also need to build your works cited page. Those are the 2 different things we need. So this is part of it with MLA documentation, building the works cited page. So I've got that going for me. So now, right, so that was ebooks. Okay, so let me jump back to the college webpage. There we go. And do you remember what to do? Jump down and set it to library. Okay, so I want to scroll down. Before we were over here in ebooks. Now we want to take a look inside of the databases. And what we find inside of the databases, those are different articles from scholarly journals that meet our qualifications for information literacy. So I jump inside of here, and then, wow, oh, I know there's so much stuff going on here. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, okay, now, you'll notice that for each database, there's a brief descriptor. Please go in and read that brief descriptor to save yourself some time. Quick little heads up. This is a good one. Bloom's Literature. This is a good one. Also, as we continue to scroll down, look at this one. Poetry for Students. This is another good one, right? And as we start to go down, you'll see that, whoops, then we get down to nursing. That's not going to be helpful. Test prep might be helpful with your career on down the road, but it's really not going to help us here. So we go back to Bloom's Literature. So I'm going to hit there, go into this database. There we go. And so say, for example, I'm interested in working with the poem, The Tiger. I read that. I think that's a really cool poem. So I'm going to browse. Okay. Wow, that's a pretty manageable number of hits there, right? 36. That's pretty good. So we just click on the link. It's going to take us there. Okay, you'll notice that it's highlighting here. That's pretty cool. So we can just go through, read the article. Right, we can read it. Looks good. Find the information that we want. Then click the citation button. Make sure it's set for MLA. Then I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over here and grab and then paste. Of course, I still have to go in and format this works cited page, but what am I doing? I'm going in and building it as I do my research. You'll notice that there's lots of other tools inside of the databases, regardless of whether it's an ebook or an article here. You can print, you can download it, right? You can save it. You can save it to your OneDrive, right? You can save it to the cloud. Some of the databases, you can save it to Google Docs. So all these things. So this is what we want to do when we're doing research. We want to go to the college library webpage. And again, it's netc.edu. And then we hit the drop-down box. We got those ebooks and then all that good stuff inside of the databases. And if you have any problems or anything, I'm happy to help. Please note, if you hit any, login information, you don't know your credentials for doing that, please contact library staff, especially Ron Stafford, the librarian. His email is right there. There's the phone number. You can always ask to talk to the good folks in the library. So note, research takes time. If you procrastinate, it's really not going to end well. So please, please, please don't wait when you're working on this paper. So until we meet again, be well, do good work, and keep in touch.